As we indeed predicted, a ban wave has now hit the community in a massive way. Another dream sequence has arrived, Mr. Negative's heavy chain is broken, and the new memes sweeping the community this month. What is up, everybody, and good day. Welcome to the show for Wednesday. I've got lots of Marvel Contest of Champions related stories, as well as information, updates, and important bits of things and nuggets you have to consume. Get ready to consume them. Oi! And also subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It's free to the channel and as well helps out. So yeah, put notifications on all as well. That'd be really helpful. And also for those that like Marvel Future Revolution, please go and check out my second channel, which is called Rich's Revolution, and covers a lot of things when it comes to heroes, guides of like best skills. We're gonna do specializations. Everything is being covered on the channel, as I have an amazing fun time playing Marvel Future Revolution from a free-to-play perspective. So yeah, go and check it out, link in the description. And also we must not forget our thank yous, and thank you so much to everybody that supports the channel as a Patreon and as well as a YouTube member. You're on screen now, and also those that support over on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. That's where I do a lot of my live streaming nowadays, from doing Marvel Contest of Champions, Call of Duty Warzone. We might even roll back in Fall Guys Fridays. God, I'm not going to play Fortnite. Jesus Christ, who wants to play that game? Any case, those that give the Amazon Prime free sub a month, thank you very much. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can give a free Twitch sub. Did you know that? Please do that. Also those that give tier 1 subs, tier 2 subs, bits, and very kind donations. And I'll see you tonight for some streaming. So let's kick off with this new meme, or this September meme, because do bear in mind these only last for a fleeting time. They are a fad, and before they are lost into the ether. But the Diablord meme, yes, this meme has been sweeping through the game for a little while, and especially when it comes to like creating these. You just put Diablo's you know, glasses, his kind of visors on top of a character. That's basically it. If you're looking at it going like, oh, alright. There's certainly some funny ones out there, like Diablord, Diablord. That sounds actually a little bit wrong. I'm probably never going to say that ever again. Okay, Nimlord looks pretty good. And also the chunky boy himself, Kingpin Lord. Yeah. After a while, you know, now we're halfway through the month. It started off at the start of the month. It's one of these things that, yeah, it runs its course. I mean, memes run their course for a later time, but it'll be interesting to see how long this thread keeps going for. Now, we've got all the funny stuff out of the way. Now we're going to get our serious faces on. Do a stern face and be serious. We've got to be serious. Talk about serious stuff in this game. So when there's something broke and ain't no good, who are you going to call? Well, not Kabam, because it may be still broken by the time the call is returned. So, what's going on at the moment? Beast. Okay, Beast freestyle combo is bugged. First of all, first part of this, Beast freestyle combo is bugged. The timer for his combo is not resetting on his third hit, causing him to not get the bonus for successfully completing a combo, which I think can be further explained with the following from Grand OK. Says it looks like what is happening is that acrobatic correctly gives about 2 seconds to land the next hit, but freestyle only gives 2 seconds to land the entire combo, which isn't long enough. So that's really kind of giving you some ideas there. There's a bit of footage. If you are a Beast player, I know people out there that like champions that not a lot of people, you know, do like. But it is an important fundamental element. If the champion is not working correctly, that Kabam look to fix it. And Kabam said on the 8th of September, so last week, they would be passing footage and information on to their team. Hopefully this case it's looked into. But like, hey, don't hold your breath. If you're a Beast player, it may be a case that it's not going to be fixed for a little while. Also now moving on to a very important story, and that is Mr. Negative's heavy chain has an issue. Now, a lot of you know back last month and the month before, we had a lot of things when it come to controls issues. But more so when you notice certain things around chaining heavies, which for a lot of Mr. Negative players, that is a fundamental part of the play style that's attributed to that champion. This can be really summed up with this kind of interaction here. What changed? This is the first time I'm hearing about this. Is there a post anywhere? New heavy reach doesn't allow for corner spams anymore. Again, as we said, like a fundamental part of the champion's violence, speed, and momentum is indeed doing that. Well, I personally like to call it damage, speed, and momentum. Although I think if I tried to put it on a t-shirt, I think I'd probably be in trouble with Mr. Dr. Disrespect, who I have a great admiration for. But you know, it's still annoying for players. It's just a case that this thread seem to get a little bit more traction coming into September, and as well a lot of players are kind of flocking to this, especially in the last 24 to 48 hours, to say that they are feeling kind of annoyed about this, with Typhoon saying in the past Kabam has changed characters like Old Man Logan so that heavy spamming is not possible. With that said, the fact that they did it without telling anyone is just more of the same of them, lack of transparency, cheap tricks. Now Kabam are aware of what's going on, and they have seen this thread with Kabambu saying thank you for your patience with this, our team is aware and have looked into this. We'll be looking into a fix for this in the next update. Meanwhile, we appreciate your continued patience and thank you for your understanding. So, which is really good news. So, Kabam are going to be committing to fixing it. If a lot of you remember back when we had She-Hulk as being that heavy spammer, based on the, I'd say, speed. It's definitely the speed side of things and the frequency in which the champion or the rotation, you were able to kind of like get like heavy spamming like anything with She-Hulk. And Kabam decided to nerf it because they found it was too OP for the game. So it's good in some ways to have this return back. It's just like, okay, well, one situation when it is fine, others when it's not. But, you know, it's good for Mr. Negative players that you are now getting your champion back to the way it was. And look, it's disappointing when, you know, Kabam changes. But do bear in mind, Kabam have to retool a lot of things with the game, especially when it comes to kind of responses, controls and inputs and things like that, because that's been something that they've had to tweak. So do bear in mind and forewarned that more things like this could actually pop up in the next month, 2 months, 3 months, whenever, as Kabam look to put the game back to a state prior to the problems of June, July time. Hey, did you know there was a secret hotfix for Android players? I didn't know either, but apparently there was last week. If you didn't know, there was an Android hotfix fixing an issue causing increased lag and low frame rates on Android devices. Did you know that? Have you checked your app store? Maybe it's important to check your app store. If you haven't on Android, it may improve your running of the game. Maybe it won't because compatibility issues. Next up, and we have a new dream sequence. Yes, it was just a dream. This is freaky as anything. Nightmare came again. The dark was everywhere. Now somehow deafening with countless screams. So many voices, but no source of them inside. Lost in the abyss of crushing darkness, you saw just a pinprick of light. Prick. Anyway, I've stopped. That kind of like wigged out there. I've lost my interest. And I think a lot of people have lost their interest with these kind of like things. But, you know, this could be alluding to various different types of heroes. It looks like there's something like hair wisps in this like smoke, which could be alluding to anything. I've had many people theorize from Nightmare, from, you know, we've kind of taken up Null. We've kind of added in a few other options as well for this. Somebody said something last night in my live stream, and I cannot remember for the life of me. I think it began with like S or something. But yeah, this could theorize any different type of hero, especially going into what hopefully will be a Halloween special. As yeah, you know, Halloween next month could be good. So yeah, I'm also hoping that Magique is released into Marvel Future Revolution, but you know, that hopefully will drop next month. But in any case, who do you think this is? Like, loads of people theorized who it could be. I may decide to kind of do more of a, I don't know, check of this, but after a while you just kind of go, it's a thing. I'll just wait until we get the announcement in the next couple of days as to like what it's going to be all about. And now we move on to the most spiciest topic that is hitting the game at the moment, and that is a ban wave has now hit. If you know, from the start of the week, we did predict this. We said at the start of the week, because of some in-game messages, this first one, which was talking about use of third-party software, and also another one talking about account sharing, it was literally going to be, well, imminent that a ban wave would indeed hit the game. But it's a little bit more serious than you might think. As a lot of us know, when something like this happens to one person in an alliance, it affects all of the alliance. Because then all of the people, say if 29 people are playing absolutely fine, no problems, not sharing, not using third-party software, and there's one person in the alliance that is, it will dramatically affect certain things. those certain things will be things like Alliance Quest, but more commonly Alliance Wars, which, as a person that doesn't compete in Alliance Wars because it has been stinky since, well, I think it's been stinky since day one, and it still hasn't improved, and it's still a pretty ass piece of content, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. It does cause a lot of problems and affects a lot of people, and as well the results, which, funnily enough, a lot of people have been deducted a huge amount. Now, I'm not going to spend this video kind of like outing different alliances because I'm like, haha, you lost points because you have a cheater in your midst, or at least know of somebody, because at the end of the day, those people that have either cheated are going to feel terrible or should feel terrible, because then the other people that have played absolutely fine now get punished as a result of your actions or their actions. It's a sucky old time. So yeah, bans have been dished out and they'll look a bit like this. I don't know if I've seen any kind of more extensive bans, but this is definitely like some people have been posting this in Discord. I've seen as well loads of like screenshots. I've seen images of reductions of points. Man, I've seen everything, and it is massively disappointing. A lot of people still that are being banned are fighting their cause to say that it's not them, they did not do it, and the thing is, you can't trust people. Because I don't know these people, and the same thing with a lot of you. They kind of go like, oh yeah, well they should be banned. They didn't do anything wrong, but then it just comes out that they have been. It's tough to kind of like to give that element of trust right off the bat without knowing 100%. Oh, I'm watching you play that device, therefore I know you are playing fine or not playing fine. That's basically what we're kind of like down to. So massively disappointing. And you know, for those that play fine and affected by Alliance members that have done this, especially because they might have had a hard fought season, especially during all these kind of scuffed controls times, and kind of feel like this is a really sucky time, and they'll feel kind of deflated by it. But yeah, that has been the coverage of that. Man, sad times. Now we move on to our final bit of coverage for today, and as a lot of you know, we always end on a Wednesday with arena predictions. So my predictions down below as they normally are, and do reflect the fact that we have got Archangel is in the featured and also Odin in as the basic. But depending on the ban wave, this could affect how arena results fall. This is why I've done my predictions the way that I have. I am very much on the fence with whether the ban wave will affect those that are the arena ones, the arena bots that are rumored to be, or arena kind of account sharers or grinders for their said accounts. So looking at situation, I've done 155 mil for Archangel as a 6-star, 5-star 50 mil, and in Odin 6-star 60 mil, and as a 5-star 30 mil. I just don't know what's going to happen at the weekend. After round 1, we'll get an idea whether or not these people have been banned, and whether or not it then affects a better situation for arena grinding in the future. But we'll only know this until the results are in on Sunday, and we'll take it from there. But those are my predictions. And that's been the show for today. I will be posting a new Marauders objective grind guide for week 3 later on today when it all drops, and as well maybe doing some other videos as well. I want to do an Iceman 6-star rank 3 video, but also some other content as well. Check out some stuff on screen. Check me out on the Future Rev channel, which is in the center, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.